Hello students, good afternoon. You are welcome in the lecture number 5 of NSTCET for a chapter of chemical thermodynamics. In the lecture number 4, we have seen the concept of maximum work, how maximum work is obtained, that we have studied. Then expression for maximum work done during reversible isothermal process we have studied. And then multiple choice questions we have taken. And the next point over here we have to study is nothing but how work done is a path function, how work done during expansion is negative and the work done during compression is positive. So let us see over here. We have studied different processes and the work done. In the first case, we have studied this expression dW is equal to minus P external into delta V. This is the expression for work done during irreversible process. During irreversible process. This is the first expression we have studied. Then we have seen that secondly, work done dW is equal to 0 whenever expansion takes place in a free space. If the expansion is taking place in a free space, work done will be equal to 0. In the third case we have studied, whenever the process is reversible and isothermal, maximum amount of work is obtained. W max will be equal to minus 2.303 nRT log to the base 10 of V2 upon V1, or according to Boyle's law, P1 upon P2. So these are the three different processes. Work done during irreversible process is minimum. The work done in a vacuum is 0. And work done during reversible isothermal process is maximum. Processes are different and work done is also different. So work done depends on the path followed by the process. Therefore, work is known as a path function. Work done is nothing but the path function. It is not a state function, it is a path function. We know that irreversible processes are the processes which are very fast, instantaneous, taking place in only one step, and there is no maintenance of thermodynamic state of equilibrium take place. That is the irreversible process. And during that process, minimum amount of work is obtained, and this is the expression for that minimum work. Whenever expansion take place in a vacuum, free expansion take place, the opposing force is 0. We know work is a product of force and displacement. Force and displacement. Opposing force is 0. Pressure is 0. Therefore, even though there is a displacement, but the product of force and displacement is 0. Therefore, 0 work will be done in vacuum. And whenever reversible process is considered, reversible processes are the processes which are taking place in large number of small steps. At each step of conversion of reactant to product, there is a free maintenance of thermodynamic state of equilibrium take place. They are slow processes. They are taking place in large number of steps. Acting and opposing force is present. The difference between acting and opposing force is negligibly very small. Therefore, maximum amount of work will be obtained, and this is the expression for maximum amount of work. These are three different processes and three different quantities of work are obtained. Therefore, work is known as a path function. It is a path function because if the process is changed, work done also changes, and work depends on the path followed by the system. Therefore, work is known as a path function. Now let us see the work done during expansion or compression. Now let us see work done during expansion is negative and during compression is positive. Let us see it with certain examples. Suppose the initial volume of gas V1 is equal to 10 liter and final volume of the gas V2 will be equal to 20 liter. So is it process of expansion or compression? Expansion. Whenever at constant external pressure the ideal gas from 10 liter occupies the volume equal to 20 liter, means 10 liter become 20 liter, so it is the process of expansion, and we have studied that work of expansion is negative. Now mathematically see it how this work done comes to be negative at constant pressure. Let us consider the applied external pressure will be equal to 1 atmosphere. Now work done dW will be equal to minus P external into delta V, means V2 minus V1. Therefore minus P external is 1 atmosphere into V2 is 20 minus V1 is 10. Therefore this is minus 1 into 10, or it comes equal to minus 10 liter atmosphere. Minus 10 liter atmosphere. So negative is the work during the process of expansion. Now let us see the opposite process. Process of compression. During compression, let us consider initial volume is 10 liter. During compression, what happens? Final volume decreases. Final volume is less than the initial volume. So let us consider final volume V2 will be equal to 5 liter. At constant pressure, P external will be equal to 1 atmosphere. Now see what happens in this process. This is the compression because initial volume get decreased from 10 liter to 5 liter. Now work done dW will be equal to minus P external into V2 minus V1. So minus P external is 1 atmosphere, V2 5 liter minus V1 10 liter. So it is minus 1 into minus 5. So minus minus plus 5 liter atmosphere. In this manner, during the process of compression, work done is positive, and during the process of expansion, work done is negative. And that is the case for all the processes of expansion and compression. Always during the process of expansion, we have studied theoretically also that work done is negative because during expansion, volume of gas increases, rate of collision decreases. Therefore, energy of gas molecule decreases. Energy is capacity to do work. Therefore, work done decreases, and therefore work of expansion is known as a negative work. And here also, by this demo, it also comes to be negative. On the other hand, for the process of compression, the work done comes to be positive. We have studied that during compression, volume of gas decreases since with decrease in volume rate of collision increases. With increasing rate of collision energy of gas molecule increases, and as energy of gas molecule increases, energy is capacity to do work, therefore work done increases and work of compression is considered as positive work. Here also by this calculation we will get the work of compression as a positive answer. Same is the case for W max also. During reversible isothermal process, there also work of expansion is negative and the work of compression is positive. So let us see how that is negative or positive in that expression. We know the expression for maximum work done during reversible isothermal process. What is that expression? It is W max is equal to minus 2.303 nRT log to the base 10 of V2 upon V1. Now let us consider N, R and T all are constant. During expansion V1 and V2 are different. Again let us see, V1 will be equal to 10 liter and V2 will be equal to 20 liter. This is the process of expansion. During this expansion, see this whole factor remains to be constant, therefore W max will be equal to minus K, that is constant, into log to the base 10 of V2 upon V1 20 upon 10, or it is equal to log to the base 10 of 2. So it is minus K into log of 2 will be equal to 0.3010, and we know this is negative, this is positive, only one of them is negative, therefore answer comes to be minus. Answer is negative. So during the process of expansion, during reversible isothermal process also, here work done is negative. Now see what happens to the compression process. During expansion, answer is negative. Now see during compression what happened? Let us consider initial volume is 10 liter, final volume now it is 5 liter. See what happened? This is the equation where this factor is constant equal to K. Therefore, here also it becomes W max will be equal to minus K, because this factor is constant. So that is K. This comes equal to minus K. Now log to the base 10 of V2 upon V1. V2 is now 5 divided by 10. See how this is to be calculated. Here simply it is calculated like this. W max is equal to, instead of minus, now it becomes plus K. At that time log to the base 10 of 10 upon 5. This is inverted. 5 upon 10, at that time sign is negative. If it is inverted, 10 upon 5, the sign will become positive. Therefore it is plus K into log to the base 10 of 2. So it is equal to plus K into 0.3010, and now this answer comes to be positive. In this manner, during the process of compression, whether it is irreversible or reversible process, always work done is positive, and during the process of expansion, whether it is irreversible or reversible process, the work done is negative. So that is the important point over here, important demos, how work done comes to be negative during expansion and positive during the process of compression. Now let us see multiple choice questions. Now let us see critical thinking questions. Question number 30 in the book we are using target book we are using regularly. In that book, critical thinking question number 30 is the work done in ergs. This is important. Work done in ergs for a reversible expansion of n mole of an ideal gas from volume of 20 liter to 40 liter at 25 degrees Celsius is. The process is reversible. It is reversible process and at constant temperature. So reversible process at constant temperature, and we have to calculate the work done. Means we have to calculate W max. Work done will be equal to minus 2.303 nRT log to the base 10 of V2 upon V1. What is n? They have not given. Directly we have to use n. R we know 8.314 joule, but we have to calculate the work done in ergs. So convert joule in the ergs. Temperature 25 degrees Celsius. Convert in the Kelvin plus 273. V2 and V1 is given. V1 is 20 liter. V2 is 40 liter. So substituting the values, we can write W max will be equal to minus 2.303 n. N is there as it is. R 8.314 joule. It is in the joule, but we have to calculate work done in the ergs. Therefore, joule must be multiplied by 10 raised to 7, because we know 1 joule is equal to 10 raised to 7 ergs. Multiplied by temperature 273 plus 225. So that comes equal to 298 Kelvin log to the base 10 of V2 upon V1. V2 is 40, V1 will be 20 liter. 40 and 20. Now see, here it is not necessary to convert the units of volume. This is liter, this is liter. So not necessary to convert, because liter cancel. Even though R is in joule, usually what we are doing regularly, if R in the joule, volume must be in the meter cube. But here volume is in the decimeter cube. But still that is cancelled. Units are cancelled. So it is not necessary to convert the units. Simply on solving this, we will get minus 2.303 n, then 8.314 into 10 raised to 7 into 298 multiplied by log to the base 10 of 2. And now they have given the options. Solution they have not given. Directly they have given the options in this format. In this format they have given the 4 options. We are getting this answer, and that is the option, nothing but last one, minus 2.303 into 8.314 into 10 raised to 7 into 298 log to the base 10 of 2 multiplied by n. So last option is correct. For this question, option D is right. It is not necessary to find out the answer, because they have given the options in this format, and this is the last option, option number 4. D is the correct option. Now see next question, question number 31. See here, it is important to make the approximation of answer, approximate answer. We have to calculate. The 4 options they have given, out of them one of the answer is close to the approximate answer. So let us see how to calculate the approximate answers. Question number 31. The work done when 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 2 kilogram of oxygen at 300 Kelvin are expanded isothermally and reversibly till its volume is tripled. See the data given. N they have given 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 2 kilogram. Mass is given, N is not given. This we have to convert into the number of moles. So this is mass in kilogram. If this is multiplied by 10 raised to 3, now this will be the mass in gram. And if this is divided by molar mass 32, it is nothing but the number of moles. Mass in gram divided by molar mass, it is the number of moles. If this is multiplied, it comes equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 2, means 0.016 multiplied by 10 raised to 3. So 3 decimals to the right side. Simply this is nothing but 16 divided by 32 equal to 0.5. That is the number of moles. R we know, R is constant, 8.314 joules per degree Kelvin per mole. Temperature 300 Kelvin. Then volume is tripled. The process is of expansion, expanded. Process is expansion, volume is tripled, means initial volume, if it is 1 liter, final volume will be equal to 3 liter. So calculate the work done. W max will be equal to minus 2.303. NRT, N is 0.5, R 8.314, temperature 300 Kelvin, log to the base 10, 3 upon 1, 32 upon 31, final volume upon initial volume. So solving this, W max will be equal to minus 2.303 into 0.5 into 8.314 into 300 into 3 upon 1, means that is equal to 3, and log of 3, see this comes equal to log to the base 10 of 3. What is the log of 3? 0.4771. So simply W max will be equal to minus 2.303 into 0.5 into 8.314 into 300 multiplied by 0.4771. This is what we have to solve. If we solve this, we will get the answer in joule, because R we are using in the joule, so answer we will get in the joules. But here see the answers, they have given the answers, 4 answers A, B, C, D in kilojoule. Answer they have given in the kilojoule, and now we have to find out the answer. See, approximation we are doing. How approximate answer can be calculated? 300 multiplied by 0.47, that is nothing but 0.5, so almost half. It means that it becomes equal to 150, or 8 into 300, this is 2400. This factor will be 2400. 2400 half means 1200. 1200 again half means 600, and 600 into 2.3, 600 into 2 is 1200, and 600 into 0.3 means almost 200. So 1200 plus 200, answer comes equal to 1400. See here, this answer comes equal to 2400 multiplied by 0.5, it becomes here 1200 multiplied by this factor, now it becomes 600, and 600 multiplied by 2.303, so it comes equal to 1200 multiplied by 2, and again 0.3, 600 into 0.3 is almost 200, So the answer close to 1400. Answer must be close to 1400 joule. That is approximation. We are not calculating the correct answer. Approximately we will get answer equal to 1400. Now see the options. First option is 646 joule. Second 1370 joule. Third 864000 joule. And last 64640 joule. So which is the correct option? Second option, 1370 joule is the correct option. And here they have given in the kilojoule, that in kilojoule how much this will be? 1.4 kilojoule, and close to 1.4 kilojoule they have given the answer B. Second option is given 1.37. So option B is correct. Here you must know how to calculate the approximate answers. Approximation is important. Now question number 32. Question number 32 is 3 moles of an ideal gas is compressed from 30 decimeter cube to 20 decimeter cube against a constant pressure of 3.039 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. The work done in calories is, we have to work done in calories. What is the data given? Constant external pressure. 3 moles of an ideal gas is compressed. Compressed means easy to positive work done or negative work done? Positive work done. We must get the positive answer over here. Against constant pressure means the process is irreversible, and during irreversible process work done is calculated as dW is equal to minus P external into delta V, that is V2 minus V1, final volume minus initial volume. So units must be in the same order. Use the similar units. If the pressure in Newton per meter square, volume must be taken in meter cube, not in decimeter cube. So convert decimeter cube to the meter cube and then substitute. So dW will be equal to minus P external minus 3.039 V2 30, it is V1 to the final volume 20 decimeter cube 20, but it is in the decimeter cube. Pressure we are using in Newton per meter square, so this must be converted to meter cube. 20 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube minus V1 is 30 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 3. This is meter cube, this is also meter cube now, and this is Newton per meter square. This approximate answer we have to calculate. dW equal to minus 3.039 into 10 raised to 5. There is a multiplying factor. 3.039 into 10 raised to 5 is the multiplying factor. That also we have to take into consideration. We should not forget that multiplying factor. So this is external pressure and the change in volume. Now solve this. Minus 3.039 into 10 raised to 5. 20 minus 30. It will be minus 10 into 10 raised to minus 3. Minus 3 is common. Multiplication. Sorry, subtraction. So 10 raised to minus 3 is common. 20 minus 30, it is minus 3. Now this is minus, this is also minus. Their multiplication will be plus. Therefore dW will be equal to 10 multiplied by this factor means now it is plus 30.39 into 10 raised to 5 into 10 raised to minus 3. Therefore, dW will be equal to 30.39 into 10 raised to 2, or it is equal to 3039. What is the unit of work done here? It is joule. Since we are using pressure in Newton per meter square and volume in the meter cube, therefore work done dW will be in the joule. But we have to calculate work done in calories. And we know 1 calorie will be equal to 4.186 joule. Therefore, we have 3039 joule is equal to how many calories? X calorie. So doing cross multiplication, that we can calculate. So 3039 divided by 4. Almost we have to calculate the answer of this factor. 3039 divided by 4.186 or divided by 4. So if it is 3000 divided by 4 will be 750 calorie, and let us see answer close to 750 calorie. They have given 4 answers. First is 30.39, that is wrong. Second, 72.6 calorie, that is wrong. Third, 726 calorie, that is close to 750, and last is 303.9 calorie, that is also wrong. So the answer close. Just do the approximation. For CET we have to find out the approximate answers, but for board examination we must have to find out the correct answer. So here approximately it is equal to 750, and close to that they have given option 3, that is 726.3 calories. So for this question option C is correct. Option C is correct. So these are the 3 critical thinking questions we have seen. Now let us see the questions from competitive exams. Now let us see questions from competitive exam in our book. Question number 9 there. Question number 9. If same amounts of each of 4 gases were taken on expanding from V1 to V2, the maximum work will be done in case of. Maximum work of expansion we have to find out. Means we have to find out W max. And the equation is minus 2.303 nRT log to the base 10 of V2 upon V1. Now see here, if same amounts of each of 4 gases were taken on expanding from V1 to V2, the maximum work will be done in case of V1 and V2 in all 4 gases is same. So it is constant. Temperature is constant. R is constant. So this work depends on which factor? Only N. The work done depends on only N, and we know N is nothing but a ratio of mass in gram divided by molar mass. 4 gases are used. ABCD 4 gases they are used. The 4 gases are oxygen, methane, nitrogen and CO2. One of the gas is oxygen, second methane, third nitrogen, and fourth one is CO2. Those are the 4 gases used. Their mass is same. Let us consider the first case. Let us consider mass in gram 10 divided by molar mass of oxygen 32. Option A. B. Mass in gram 10. It is common because same amounts of each of the gases taken into consideration. 10 divided by molar mass of methane 16. Option C. 10 divided by nitrogen 28. And option D. It is 10 divided by CO2 44. Now in which case N is maximum? in which case this answer is maximum. Over here, in case of B, denominator is minimum, therefore n is maximum, and we will get the maximum work in case of option B, that is methane. In which case we will get the minimum answer. Minimum answer we will get in case of D, because CO2 has a maximum molar mass among those four. So over here the second option methane is correct. We will have the correct option B, because for methane this answer is maximum, n is maximum, because molar mass is minimum. So we will get maximum work done in case of methane. Now the question number 10. Question number 10 is of also same format as that of question number 9. See how to solve question number 10. Following gases have equal masses at the same temperature and pressure, pressure and volume. The maximum work is done by. Here also they have given four gases: chlorine, nitrogen, ammonia, and hydrogen sulfide. Four gases are given. Option A chlorine, option B nitrogen, then ammonia. Here nitrogen, C ammonia, and D is hydrogen sulfide. What they have given? Following gases have equal masses. Again same as that of the question number 9. So W max depends on which factor? N, and we know N is nothing but mass in gram divided by molar mass. Just now we have studied in case of question number 9 also. So if we solve all those facts, in which case N will be maximum. See, for A 10 divided by chlorine 71. For B 10 divided 10 we are considering. Let us consider any fixed mass. We are considering 10 gram. 10 divided by nitrogen 28. C 10 divided by ammonia 17. And D 10 divided by H2S, hydrogen 2, sulfur 32. So it is equal to 34. So in which case denominator is minimum? C. So n will be maximum. As denominator is minimum, this answer will be maximum, and we will get the maximum work done, because work done depends on only n. Since V2, V1, R, T are constants, work done depends on n, and n is maximum in case of ammonia. Therefore correct option is nothing but C. C is the correct option, where ammonia will give the maximum work done. Now the important question number 11. See how to solve question number 11. An ideal gas expands in volume from 1 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube to 1 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter cube at 300 Kelvin against constant pressure of 1 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. The work done is. We have to calculate the work done during this process. dW will be equal to minus P external into delta V, means V2 minus V1. Since the process is not reversible, means it is irreversible process. Here constant external pressure is given, change in volume is given. So calculate work done dW. It is equal to minus P external. Pressure is given in Newton per meter square. Volume is given in the meter cube. So there is no question of changing the units. If pressure is given in Newton per meter square, volume is given in decimeter cube, at that time we have to change the unit of volume from decimeter cube to meter cube. But here already it is given as meter cube. Therefore substitute the values and calculate the work done. dW is equal to minus P external is minus 1 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. V2 1 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter cube, 1 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter cube, minus P1 1 into 10 raised to initial, this is final, 1 into 10 raised to minus 3, and initial 1 into 10 raised to minus 3. So we have to solve this. Since it is a process of expansion, we must get negative answer because it is the process of expansion. Solving this, see this we are solving, minus 1 into 10 raised to 5 multiplied by 1 into 10 raised to minus 2 means 0.01 minus 1 into 10 raised to minus 3 means 0.001. This subtraction is important. See how to solve it. 0.01 means again 0. We can write it number of zeros over there, minus 0.001. So 10 minus 1 9. 1 is carried. 1 minus 1 0. 0 minus 0 it is 0. So 0.009. This answer is 0.009. Therefore minus 1 into 10 raised to 5 into 0.009, that also can be written like this, minus 1 into 10 raised to 5 into 9 into 10 raised to minus 3. 0.009 means 9 into 10 raised to minus 3. 10 raised to 5 and 10 raised to minus 3, that will be 10 raised to 2. And 1 into 9, that is 9 into 10 raised to 2, or it is equal to minus 900. What is the unit? Pressure we have taken in Newton per meter square, volume in the meter cube, therefore work done in the joule. Minus 900 joule is the correct answer. Here they have given 4 options. 270 kilojoule. Second is minus 900 kilojoule. Third minus 900 joule. And last is 900 kilojoule. So which is the correct option? Minus 900 joule means option C is correct. For this question, option C is correct, minus 900 joule. See the unit also properly. B option also they have given minus 900, but the unit is kilojoule, therefore that is not correct. We have to consider the answer, its sign as well as its unit. Now let us see next question. Now let us see question number 12. The work done during expansion of gas from a volume of 4 decimeter cube to 6 decimeter cube against constant external pressure of 3 atmosphere is. They have no constant external pressure and it is a process of expansion. V1 4 decimeter cube and V2 6 decimeter cube. So we have to calculate the work done during irreversible process. dW is equal to minus P external into P2 minus P1. So minus P external. External pressure is 3 atmosphere multiplied by V2 6 decimeter cube minus V1 4 decimeter cube. So minus 3 into 6 minus 4, it is 2. So it is equal to minus 6. What is the unit? Liter atmosphere. Liter atmosphere. But they have given the answer in joule. And for that purpose, they have given this factor also. 1 liter atmosphere. 1 liter atmosphere is equal to 101.32 joule. So this liter atmosphere we have to convert into the joule. Since 1 liter atmosphere will be equal to 101.32 joule, we have minus 6 liter atmosphere will be equal to how many joules? X joules. Simple multiplication, cross multiplication. 6 into 100, so almost it is equal to minus 600. Answer will be close to minus 600. And here they have given options A option is plus 304 joule. Positive answer is not permissible. Minus 304, but we are getting almost minus 600. Option C is minus 6 joule. We have minus 600, not minus 6 only. And last option is minus 608 joule, which is close to our answer, that is minus 600 joule. We have the close answer, and there they have given minus 608. So last option D is correct. Here last option is correct, D. Now let us see question number 14. The magnitude of work done during isothermal expansion of 1 mole of ideal gas from 10 atmosphere to 1 atmosphere at 300 Kelvin is. We have to calculate the approximate answer here. Let us see that calculation. We have to calculate the maximum work done, and during this process 1 mole is 1 N is 1, and the change in pressure 10 atmosphere to 1 atmosphere, 10 atmosphere to 1 atmosphere means pressure decreases, so volume increases. Means is it process of expansion or compression? Expansion, so work done must be negative. We have to calculate W max. Formula is minus 2.303 nRT log to the base 10 of, is it V2 upon V1 or P1 upon P2 now? This is P1 upon P2. Initial pressure, final pressure. Substituting the values, minus 2.303 into work done during isothermal 1 mole, N is given as 1, R is constant, 8.314 joule. Here they have given the answer in calorie. Answers they have given in the calories, so use R in calorie, that is equal to 2, N is 1, R is equal to 2, temperature 300 Kelvin, log to the base 10 of P1 upon P2, initial pressure 10, final pressure 1, 10 upon 1. So simply we can solve this. Minus 2.303, 1 can be neglected, 2, then 300, log to the base 10 of 10 upon 1 means 10, and log of 10 is 1.00. So minus 2.303 into 2 into 300 into log of this term is 1. For even we can neglect that one also. So minus 2.303 into 2 into 300. Only this much we have to solve. 300 into 2. This answer will be 600. Multiplied by 2.303 is multiplied by 2. It is 1200. And then again 600 multiplied by 0.3. This is equal to 200. So 1200 plus 200, this comes equal to 1400. Sorry, this is the unit here, calories. We have the answer close equal to 1400 calories. Is it plus or minus? The magnitude of work done during isothermal expansion we are calculating. So the answer must be negative. Here they have given 4 options: 938.8 calorie, 1138.8 calorie, 1381.8 calorie, and 1581.8 calorie. So this is close to 1381 calorie. So the answer is negative, and they have given the positive, but just answer is close. Actually, the option C is also wrong. But we are getting 1400 calorie, that is close to this one. Approximately we are calculating. But the answer must be negative. Since it is a process of expansion, answer must be negative. They have given all the answers positive. All the 4 options they have given positive, but answer must be negative. and that is close to 1381.8 calorie. So option C is correct, but it must be negative sign, with a negative sign. Now see question number 15. The work done on the system when 1 mole of an ideal gas at 500 Kelvin is compressed. Work done from surrounding to system means itself it is the work of compression. 1 mole of an ideal gas at 500 Kelvin is compressed isothermally and reversibly to 1/10 of its original volume. So isothermal and reversible. The process is isothermal and reversible. Therefore, this is the expression. But here they have given the change in volume to 1/10 of its original volume. Ideal gas is compressed to 1/10. Means if the initial volume V1 will be equal to 10 liter, final volume V2 it is 1/10 of initial volume. Initial is 10, so final will be equal to 1 liter. This is how compression take place, and a change in volume is given. Therefore, instead of P1 upon P2, we have to use the equation V2 upon V1. Now substituting the values, here also we can calculate the approximate answer. They have given the answers in kilocalories. They have given answers in kilocalories. So use R in the calorie. The answer will be, the solution is like this. W max is equal to minus 2.303 into N, number of moles of an ideal gas 1, R 2. Answer they have given in kilocalorie. So we can use directly it also as kilocalorie into 10 raised to minus 3 into temperature 500 Kelvin, log to the base 10 of V2 upon V1. V2 is 1 and V1 is 10 because it is the process of compression. So this answer must be positive. At the start, in this video, in this lecture, you have studied that during compression, work done is positive, and how you are converting negative answer to positive, what we have to perform. Only this must be inverted. Instead of 1 upon 10, if we write like 10 upon 1, this becomes positive. Therefore, W max will be equal to now plus 2.303. 1 can be neglected. 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 500 into log to the base 10 of 10 upon 1. Opposite I have written, so minus will become plus. 1 upon 10 become 10 upon 1, or that can also be written like this: 2.303 into 2 into 10 raised to minus 3, 500 into log to the base 10 of 10, because 10 upon 1 is 10 and log of 10 is 1. Therefore, we can write 2.303 into 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 500 into 1. So this one can be neglected also. Only this answer we have to solve. 500 into 2, it is 1000, and 1000 into 2.303. 1000 into 2 is here. We are using only these two. 1000 into 2. This is equal to 2000 plus again 1000 into 0.3. So let that is equal to 300 or 333, something like this. 2000 plus 333. This answer comes to be equal to 2333 into 10 raised to minus 3. Means the answer is, this answer comes equal to 2.3 kilojoule. Positive 2.3 kilojoule. Now let us see the close answer. We have done approximation. First option is plus 2.303 kilocalorie. Second, minus 2.303 kilocalorie. Third, plus 230 kilocalorie. And last, minus 23 kilocalorie. So which is the correct one? Option A is correct. We have the positive answer plus 2.3 and approximation we have done, but there they have given the correct option as plus 2.303 kilocalorie. Now let us see the next question. Now let us see question number 16. This type of question already we have seen. One more question of this type we have already solved, but little bit difference is there. In an reversible isothermal process, 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 2 kilogram of oxygen expands. It is the process of expansion. So work done is negative. Work done we have to calculate. That work done must be negative. Expansion takes place from 10 decimeter cube to 100 decimeter cube. No change in unit of the volume is necessary. Decimeter cube, decimeter cube. Mass of oxygen is given, that we have to convert into the number of moles. So mass of oxygen, we know number of mole N will be equal to mass in gram divided by molar mass. They have given mass in kilogram. 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 2 kilogram. This is multiplied by 10 raised to 3. Now in the gram, this is the mass of oxygen now in gram divided by molar mass 32. So this will be 16 divided by 32 equal to 0.5. Number of moles of oxygen for this problem is 0.5. Temperature 300 Kelvin. Change in volume is given 10 to 100. And they have given the answers in joule. So R we have to use in the joule 8.314. So reversible isothermal process, W max minus 2.303 nRT log to the base 10 V2 upon V1. Substituting the values, minus 2.303 into N we have calculated 0.5, R 8.314, temperature 300 Kelvin, log to the base 10 of V2 upon V1, 100 upon 10. This comes equal to 10. So it is minus 2.303 into 0.5 into 8.314 into 300 log to the base 10 of 10. 100 upon 10 is 10. So log of 10 is 1. So that factor become minus 2.303 into 0.5 into 8.314 into 300 multiplied by 1. Because log of 10 is 1, so multiplied by 1. Or even we can neglect this one also. Now calculate the approximate answer. Approximation 8 into 300. Let that is this is equal to 2400 multiplied by 0.5. So that is equal to 1200. So up to this level we get the answer 1200 approximately. And now 1200 multiplied by 2.303. So 1200 multiplied by 2 plus 1200 multiplied by 0.3. This is 2400 and this is 400. So plus almost equal to 2800. Sign is negative. Minus 2800 joule. Minus 2800 joule. That is the approximate answer. We have not used log at all, and directly we are calculating the approximate answer. 8 3 are 24. 24 into 0.5 is 1200. 1200 into 2.303 means 1200 into 2, 2400. 1200 into 0.3, that is 400. Their summation is 2800. Sign is negative. So answer for the process of expansion is negative. Since process is expansion, answer must be negative. We are getting minus 2800 joule. They have given 4 options. It is plus 2872 joule, minus 2872 joule, plus 5744 joule, and minus 5744 joule. So our answer is close to which option? Our answer is close to option B, that is minus 2872 joule. So B option is correct. Now question number 17, last question. The work done when see the last question. The work done when 2 moles of an ideal gas is compressed from volume of 5 meter cube to 1 decimeter cube at 300 Kelvin under pressure of 100 kilopascal each. See, this is a very simple question, but you must know the units. You must know the conversion of units. We have to calculate the work done in kilojoule. They have given 4 options where work done in the kilojoule. So units are important in this problem. N is given 2 moles, but the process is not reversible and isothermal. It is not necessary to consider the value of N as well as temperature. We have to calculate dW will be equal to minus T external into delta V, V2 minus V1. We have to calculate the work done in kilojoule. They have given options in the kilojoules. So we can calculate work done in joule and then convert into the kilojoule. In order to calculate the work done in joule, kilopascal must be converted to pascal. 100 kilopascal will be equal to 100 into 10 raised to 3 pascal. That is nothing but 1 into 10 raised to 5 pascal, or this is pressure, or that is equal to 1 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. This is important. 100 kilopascal converted to pascal, kilo to pascal, 10 raised to 3. 100 is nothing but 10 raised to 2, then 10 raised to 3. So that becomes 10 raised to 5. So pressure is 1 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. At that time, V2 and V1 must be in the meter cube. V2 and V1. See here, they have given from a volume of, this is initial volume, V1. V1 they have given as 5 meter cube. Not necessary to convert it. To 1 decimeter cube means final volume V2 will be 1 decimeter cube. This we have to convert into the meter cube, that is 1 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube, or that is equal to 0.001 meter cube. This is V1 5 meter cube and V2 is 0.001 meter cube. Now all units we have converted in the required format. Now do the substitution. So dW is equal to minus P external is 1 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. V2 is 0.001 final volume minus initial volume is 5. This is a process of compression. So work done must be positive. How to solve this? Very simple to solve this. It is dW is equal to minus 1 into 10 raised to 5. This we have to solve. Do it carefully. It is nothing but minus 5 means minus 5.000 plus this is 0.001. This is bigger term, so minus sign. 10 minus 1 9, 1 is carried, 9, again 1 is carried, 9, again 1 is carried, so this will be 4. This is how subtraction is done. this subtraction is important, minus 5 and plus 0.001. So this answer will be minus into minus 4.999. Minus into minus become plus. So dW will be equal to minus minus plus 4.999 into 10 raised to 5. This is the answer in this is what answer we are getting in the joule. Convert to kilojoule. Joule to kilojoule means this is multiplied by 10 raised to minus 3. Now kilojoule. So this answer comes equal to 4.999 into 10 raised to 2 kilojoule or 499.9 kilojoule. This is the final answer. See, this subtraction is important. If this subtraction is wrong, everything will be wrong. So this subtraction is important. I did over here. Subtraction is minus. Then minus into minus become plus. But this is the answer in joule because we have taken pressure in Newton per meter square and volume in meter cube. Therefore, this is the answer in joule. Convert into the kilojoule. Why? Because answer they have given in the kilojoule. So joule we have to convert to kilojoule, and finally we will get this answer in kilojoule, that is 4.999 into 10 raised to 2 kilojoule, or 2 decimal on right side, that is 499.9 kilojoule. Now let us see the options. Is that answer plus or minus? Plus, because it is the process of compression. 4 options. A is plus 499.9 kilojoule, B is minus 499.9 kilojoule, C is minus 99.5 kilojoule, and last D is 42495 kilojoule. So we are getting this answer close to the or correct to the first option A. So that is the A option correct for that question number 17. With this numerical examples problems from competitive exam from the point of maximum work done or minimum work done, irreversible process work done, that we have completed.